Hey guys, and I got more 74 frame models from Gabon Cutlery. These are the 74s in the Stallion version. I have a previous video of the Mustangs from the special factory order from DLT Trading, but these are the 74s, and these model numbers are 748117. And so these have the muskrat clip point blade, and they are called the Stallion. And one handle material is Gabon Ebony, and the other one is Cocobolo wood. And they're also two different trims. The Gabon Ebony here is in Tidute Cutlery trim, and the Cocobolo is in Northfield Unexcelled. So you can tell that from the tube. But of course, being the same pattern on the handle, blade, amount of blades, and manufacture date, the Tang stamps and model number on the tube, besides the handle cover material, are identical. Let's get these out of the way. I mean, there's not much. These are standard Tidute and Northfield Unexcelled stickers on the tube. There's no special factory order or anything. These are available through all the normal retailers for GEC. So let's take a look first here at the Cocobolo. So this is a Northfield Unexcelled trim. Really nice look on the Cocobolo. Might be hard to tell, but there's some, lighter brown, darker brown, black, and like even a little bit of teeny little red streaks coming through there. And I believe this is a South American wood. Very nice. You have the cloud shield here on, I think that's what they call it, the cloud shield for the Cocobolo Stallion. You have lined bolsters. That's for the Northfield Unexcelled trim. And you do have a nail nick that you can use to open it. This one has kind of a heavy pull. Now you can pinch it open, and I found that with the mirror finish on the Northfield Unexcelled, it's a little bit more difficult to get a hold of that. But you can if you need to. I'll wipe that weight off real quick. These mirror polishes on the Northfield Unexcelled definitely make it difficult to keep fingerprints off the blade. And there you go, Northfield Unexcelled etching on the blade. Very typical of Northfield knives. Nothing special, no Stallion or anything on it. Let's roll in the snakewood really quick. And this is the Mustang. But of course with this, they actually put a Mustang on there. So no picture of a horse on this one. Just a typical Northfield etching on the blade there. Nice muskrat clip. Very attractive blade style. There's a little bit of a swedge right here. High mirror polish there. There's a tan stamp GEC, Titusville Ironworks. You have 74.8 for the muskrat clip, 1 for the number of blades, and 17 for 2017. Now 8 is the muskrat clip, and I believe 1 in the GEC profiling blades is just a standard clip. So that is the difference. Walk and talk is pretty good. Of course, it's got the pull to open, I think 6 or 7 to the half stop, and then of course with a lot of these 74 frames, you have almost like an 8 from half stop to open, which is kind of nice because it does make for a stronger back spring when open. Let's see, at the half stop, pretty near flush, just a little bit proud. But overall very good. You know, like all GECs, it's very well done. That Cocobolo wood is very attractive. Very, very nice. Fit and finish, typical GEC. Very well done. Let's take a look at the Gabon Ebony. This is a wood out of Africa. I can't remember what part of Africa. I think Gabon might be the region, actually. Yeah, so it's a black wood. There's different types of ebony that I've actually looked up, but this is like one of the darker ones. It, you know, if you don't take a close look at it, it's hard to tell that it's actually wood because it's so dark, but there is a grain structure in there. And sometimes there's little streaks of lighter grains in there. So this is in Tidute trim, which means no finishing on the bolsters, no line or pinching on the bolsters, and there's also no etching on the blade. And this one's a lot easier to pinch open because this is a satin finish blade instead of a mirror polished blade like in the Northfield Unexcelled. So there's no etching on the blade. Again, you have Tidute cutlery here, made in the USA. And there is GEC, Titusville Ironworks, and the model number. And you have the hot dog bar shield, as a lot of people call it. So it looks like a hot dog. Again, great fit and finish. Yeah, it's just great stuff that GEC does. Walk and talk is good as well on this. These 74s, it's just, you know, once I found out the 74s were coming out, and it's the same frame that they built the Northwoods Esky Zulu on, which I really enjoy. It's just a great size. Like, let's take a look at just the dimensions. Like, first off, like in hand, these are great. You have a little bit extra hanging off the end there. It's a great size. It's not too large, not too small of a traditional knife. So you get a good amount of real estate to work with. Let's see. So you have about a 3-inch blade. Overall, you have about a 7-inch overall length. So not extremely small, but not extremely large either. It's a great middle ground there. And this one, actually, I bought mainly because if you know, the 74 also came in a special factory order through the Apostle P, the Heartland clip. And the Heartland clip, when you look at this knife, is essentially the same thing. It's in a Northfield Unexcelled trim. It's also a special factory order through Rob Bixby of the Apostle P. It's a Gabon Ebony handle covers again, except for the shield here. It's a corset shield instead of the bar hot dog shield. The blade is the same. He decided to go with no etching, and I think it's also satin finish as well. But he also has lines in the bolsters, so it's a little bit different, but it's very similar. And these are still available. And Rob Bixby's special factory order went very, very quick. I mean, it was within minutes of a pre-order, and I think when these dropped on the ones that were not pre-orders and they were through knife ship or early reserve through collector knives, the ones that were through just being put up on Derek Bones' website and that knife ship free, those ones went very quick when they went live. So overall fit and finish is great. I wasn't a big wood handle or wood cover material person until I got into traditionals, and then realized just the overall quality and fit and finish that they can do with these. Also, which was pretty neat, is that with this Cocobolo, I decided to buy a pocket slip from Collector Knives. And these are pretty neat because if you're buying a GEC through Collector Knives, it will ask you if you want a pocket slip to fit the knife. And I think that he only charges about $10, I think, for the pocket slip to add it onto the order. And there's different sizes of this pocket slip that that he has in stock. Mike Latham there at Collector Knives, and he will throw it into the order. I mean, you'll pay for it, but he'll throw it into the order, and so you'll have something that fits the knife that you bought. And these are pretty neat. They are nice leather holders, very good quality finishing on these, and they're not as, the knife doesn't fall out as freely as in the Main Street pocket slip from Northwoods Knives or Knife Shop Parade. But this is a slimmer profile, doesn't take up as much room in your pocket. It's built to a high standard. So these are very nice. This has some marks in it, and that is because I've been carrying this. It's been rubbing up, I think, on one of my modern folders in the pocket, and that's what's caused that. Which is not a big deal. It still works very well. Just a little bit of marking because of that. But this works great. I think it's neat how, you don't have to play the guessing game of what size you want. You can just say, okay, I need a knife to fit this knife that I'm buying, and he does the rest. And it comes in red, I think a brown, and also black. But these are pretty great. Back to these knives though. But these are the Stallions. It's at least one more. There is a spring green jig bone also as well. That's supposed to come out for this, and that's going to be in Tidute trim too. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that yet, because I do really like these 74s. Yep, those are the GEC 74s in the Stallion version, which is the muskrat clip. If you have any comments or just questions, leave them down in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos, and thanks for watching.